As the team send the captains out for the coin toss, I will mention the Blue Devils are coached by Mr. Justin Ducantis, and the Beavers are coached by Matt Leindecker. Dolgeville has won the toss. They deferred to the second half. I assume Beaver River will receive the opening kick. They will. So Beavers will start on offense.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Friday Night Football on NBC Watertown. We're in the beautiful Beaver Falls this week as the Beaver River Beavers will take on the Dolgeville Blue Devils. A couple of bitter rivals battling it out between these two teams in the Class D division. They've had a lot of hard-fought battles the last few years, and tonight seems like it's going to be another one here on NBC Watertown, the YouTube channel. Cody Wheeler, our technical director tonight. Morgan Young and James Stump, camera operators. My name's Connor Lalone. Ron Rockwood, the public address announcer here, joins me frequently on the mic, but tonight called into action. Opening kickoffs reeled in at about the 20, and a pretty solid return by Logan Cardinell, all the way down to close to the 45 before being brought down. So from their own, we'll call it the 44-yard line. Beaver River will take over there for the first possession of the evening. First play for the Beavers, and they're looking to pass. And wrapped up in the backfield, sacked was Matt Moore, the quarterback. So the first play from scrimmage for Beaver River, a loss of almost 10. Beavers will back up. Yeah, 9 yards on the sack. So second and 19 coming up with 11:22 to go. Just getting underway here in the first quarter from the Beaver Dome. Not sure that's the most apt name, but that is what they call it, the Beaver Dome. Whistle before the snap. It was a handoff play to Walsman, but that gets halted. Encroachment on the offense was the call there. 5-yard penalty. False start, essentially. And now Beaver River backed up even further. Second down and long. Beavers to the line with 11 minutes to go in the first quarter. This one is handed off, and again, not much doing for the Beavers. Stopped pretty quickly. May be able to get back to the line of scrimmage was Walsman. Not much doing for him.
Ball was handed off to Walsman. He was met in the backfield, no gain. 3rd and 24.
Third down and long, looking to pass down the field, and it's overthrown. Moore trying to find Olmsted down the near sideline. And quickly, Beavers 3 and out, forced to send the punt unit out here with just over 10 minutes to go in the first quarter. So a good defensive stand for the Blue Devils. Need to make some last-minute personnel adjustments. Silas Minor out there. Pretty good snap. Low punt, and that's going to bounce and roll out of bounds here on the near sideline.
Just over midfield, right around the 46-yard line.
Dolgeville will take over close to the 46.
In excellent field position at their own 46-yard line, 1st and 10.
First look at the Dolgeville offense here. High snap, but it's handed off by the quarterback, Gomez. Not much on the gain for Caleb Herringshaw. A couple of yards, maybe. Second down and long, about 9. Gain closer to 1 there than 2. Whistle here before the snap. Now we're ready to go. Hand it off. This time it's to Jacob Moore, and he's met in the backfield. Loss of a couple on the handoff to Moore.
Good pursuit from that Beaver River defense.
And it's now 3rd down and long. About 11 coming up for Dolgeville. So Beaver River trying to force a 3 and out after the offense stalled 3 times to start the game. Motion in front of the quarterback. It's on the turf, and Beaver River is going to fall on top of the fumble. Beavers force a turnover on 3rd and 11.
And they do. Quick turnover gives the Beaver River offense the ball on the Dolgeville side of the field.
So the fumble forced by the Beaver River defense, and they will take over
10 Beavers from the Dolgeville
with the ball on the 40.
Great opportunity here for Beaver River.
Fumble there, and Tim Gomez just could not corral the snap. It was never clean. That was a clean handoff. Unfortunately for Beaver River, not much doing on the carry for Walsman. Maybe a yard. Actually a loss of 1, so 2nd down and long. 8:35 to go in the first quarter. High school football, 2nd week of the season. And we're in Beaver Falls. The NBC Watertown Stream Team. High school football presented, as always, by our good friends over at the Bob Johnson Auto Group. Beaver River, after forcing a turnover here, looking at 2nd down and 11, and another flag. Another false start against Beaver River. Back them up 5. It'll be 2nd down and 16. Ball's on the 46 now.
2nd and 16.
Moore with Walsman in the backfield. Moore looks out to his left, throws, it's caught. Camden Olmsted. And he's down close to the original line, which is the 40. 5 or 6 yard gain for Olmsted on the pass and catch. So Moore with his first completion of the evening. But now 3rd down and long, about 11 for Beaver River here. Low snap, dug out by Moore. Moore rolls out to his right, heaves one down the field. He has a man, and it's incomplete.
That linebacker along the sideline just unable to make the connection, and that's going to bring up 4th
That
down,
looked like
4th and 11.
Walsman down there maybe again. And instead, it's an incompletion. Kind of half-hearted calls for a pass interference, but to no avail. And now 4th down. And here's the punt team again. Beaver River punter is the quarterback, Matt Moore. High snap. Good punt this time from Moore. He gets a really nice one away, and it's reeled in close to the 10. Trying to fight down this near sideline is Gomez, and he's brought down close to the 35-yard line. So both teams' quarterbacks involved on special teams. Moore with a punt, and Gomez with the kick return. And Dolgeville will take over their second offensive possession with the ball pretty much right at the 35. This one handed off, and breaking a couple of tackles is the ball carrier, Jacob Moore.
There by number 8, Moore. That one's good for a 1st down, gain of 11. Dolgeville out now to the 46-yard line, 1st and 10.
Dolgeville picks up the first down for either offense here with 6:30 to go in the first quarter. A handoff up the middle for Jacob Moore. High snap, but handed off. Able to get around the first tackle and then brought down eventually. Gain of about 8, though, on the carry was Wyatt Eggleston this time for the Blue Devils. Yeah, 8, maybe 9. No, they're going to move the chains, I think. They will. They're going to give him all 10 yards that he needed. So another 1st down for Dolgeville on the ground. Under 6 to go in the first quarter, halfway through quarter number 1. No score yet. Dolgeville picking up a couple of 1st downs here and maybe starting to threaten a bit. Handed off. Quarterback sold it well. Moore also met in the backfield, and that's a loss of a couple. 2nd down and 12. Gomez really sold that fake handoff. He took a decent hit there from the Beaver River defensive line. Unfortunately for the Blue Devils, so did Jacob Moore, who ended up with the football. He's brought down for a loss of 2. 2nd and 12. 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. High snap over the head, and it is recovered by Beaver River again. 2nd turnover for Dolgeville. And both times, Beaver River able to fall on the football. This one just a high snap, went over the head of Timothy Gomez. And Beaver River capitalized. They pounce on the loose football. And they'll take over with the ball right on the 45. 1st and 10 coming up for them here. Cardinal in the backfield this time with Matt Moore. 3 receivers wide. It's handed off, though. Cardinal trying to get to the outside. Couldn't quite turn the corner, and he's brought down. Pretty much right at the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 2nd and 10 after the handoff play to Logan Cardinal. Second down coming up. Moore in the huddle with the rest of the Beaver River offense. They break now and step to the line. The line is the 45. Moore rolls out to his right. He's looking down the field. Moore heaves one, and it is incomplete. Intended for Kane Leindecker, but swatted away by Timothy Gomez. Playing both sides of the ball and special teams, Gomez. And a terrific defensive play in coverage on Leindecker to swat it away. Third down now and 11 with 3:45 to go and a quick moving first quarter here. Beaver River against Dolgeville, still no score. Cardinal moves to the right, motion in front of Moore. Moore looking to his left. Moore throws down the field, and that one is reeled in. What a grab by Beaver River. And it's Olmstead with the grab. Camden Olmstead after the dime from Matthew Moore. Ron Rockwood's so fired up about it, I think he peaked the mic here.
And the Beavers now
speaker system just couldn't handle
just outside the 10-yard line.
The sheer force of Ron Rockwood. First down for Beaver River. Inside the red zone, 3:10 to go. Moore looks to his right and throws it over the middle, and it is caught. And down at the 1 is Kane Leindecker. So Beaver River on the doorstep now.
It's just short of a first down.
So second down, about 1 to pick up here. The ball pretty much right on the 2-yard line for Beaver River. Moore with Cardinal to his right, rolls out to the right. Moore throws over the middle, and it is caught for a touchdown. Beaver River with the early lead, and it's Kane Leindecker who reels it in for 6. Well, Moore
found his receiver, and the Beavers have scored first. They lead 6-0.
Moore able to connect with Leindecker a couple of times there on that drive. They get into the end zone, and Beaver River takes an early lead. So the offense will stay out there for the 2-point conversion attempt. It's Cardinal in the backfield with Moore. Play clock running down on him here to 1. They get it off, hand it off. Cardinal trying to power it in, and he is stopped short. So it stays 6-0 with 2:29 to go. But Beaver River take an early lead on a touchdown for Kane Leindecker from quarterback Matt Moore. Another really nice weather night here mid-September. Beaver River, a really nice facility. We were talking about it earlier. It's 10 or 15 years old at the most. It's still in terrific shape. And for one of the smaller schools, numbers-wise in the area, the athletic programs always compete statewide. Beaver River football is no exception. They've been terrific the last few years, and off to a good start here against a traditional opponent, the Dolgeville Blue Devils. They lead by 6. Matthew Moore will kick it away. Officials are having a conference down to the left-hand side, just off your screen. Still discussing something here before we get back underway following the Beaver River score. Matthew Moore comes over to the sideline to receive instruction from Mike Kogut.
Looks like we're ready to get back to the action. Beavers ready to kick it away.
So we're ready to go with 2:29 to go in the first quarter. Moore to kick it away. And that's a pretty good kick from Moore. It's going to bounce once or twice, stay in bounds, reeled in by Dolgeville close to the 30 and able to break 1 and 2. Dolgeville, what an answer right back on the kickoff. Jacob Moore takes it all the way to the house to tie the game potentially. There's a flag down, says Ron Rockwood. Flag is down close to the 30, but it's a sideline warning against the Blue Devils. The touchdown counts, and Dolgeville now with a chance to take the lead after just one play. The kick return for Jacob Moore. Explosive run down the far sideline, broke one, and nobody there to prevent him from getting home. First 6. Dolgeville's going to try the PAT here. Good snap. Hold from Gomez is good. The kick looks good, and it is. Logan Comstock kicks it through the uprights, and Dolgeville with a lead, 7-6. So Beaver River score and give 6 right back on the kickoff. Another on the PAT, and they trail by 1 with 2:13 to go in the first quarter. See if Beaver River can respond with some special teams magic of their own after about a 70-yard return for a touchdown. Jacob Moore and the Blue Devils. Cardinal and Leindecker are the deep men for Beaver River. Leindecker got the scoring started. This one's kicked in the direction of Cardinal, and he reels it in inside the 10. Terrific kick from Dolgeville. Cardinal tries to break through the first tackle, and he's wrapped up and brought down at about the 27.
Beaver River will take over, 1st and 10.
Minute 56 to go to first quarter. 6-7 the score. Beaver River trailing by 1. As the Beaver River student section very eagerly just reminded us the score, 6-7. Under 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Beavers now will take over. Ball on the 26. Motion in front of Moore. That was Leindecker. It's handed off. Walsman not much on the carry. Dolgeville defense has stopped the run very effectively to this point, giving up the one big play over the top to Leindecker. Other than that, when Beaver River's kept it on the ground, they have had little success. Ticking down, 1:30 to go in the first quarter. Leindecker rolls out to the right, lines up as one of the 4 receivers in this set. Moore looks to that right side and throws incomplete. Trying to find a Walsman on the short screen. And it's now 3rd down and long, following the incompletion intended for Walsman. Under a minute to go in the first quarter. Moore looking to pass. He's under pressure. He throws it over the middle of the field, and it's just overthrown. Linedecker had beaten his man and had a pretty clean lane into the Dolgeville half of the field, and throw for Moore rushed. A little hurried and overthrown. Linedecker unable to get there to even think about reeling it in. And Beaver River will punt again with 36 seconds on the clock in the first quarter, trailing by 1. Moore to punt. Deep to return is Timothy Gomez. There's a flag before the snap. This might be another false start against Beaver River. Would be their third already here in the first quarter.
Early movement by the Beavers is going to bring a false start penalty and 5 more yards to back them up. Be 4th and 17. Oh, no, they're calling it on Dolgeville.
Well, the line judge on this near side had marched off 5 against Beaver River.
A 5-yard penalty in favor of the Beavers.
Instead, they
4th and 7.
say that Dolgeville had jumped offside. They'll punt from a little bit further forward now on 4th down and 7. Good snap. Moore spins off of his foot and rolls, actually bounces right out of bounds
Over midfield. They're going to mark
on the near sideline.
at the 40-yard line.
Spot is right at the 40. Dolgeville will take over there with a 1-point lead.
Dolgeville will take over.
Mentioned earlier,
7-6,
really nice
on their
night
own 40-yard line.
down here in Lewis County. Good crowd for the Beavers as well, and pretty substantial crowd made the trip from Dolgeville on the far sideline as well. Mentioned these two teams really do not like each other. It's not a traditional local rivalry, but these teams play each other in big games frequently, and there's no love lost at all. Handoff up the middle for no gain. Brings up 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play, 2nd and 10.
Dolgeville can let the clock run out here on the first quarter, and that's what they're going to do. Blue Devils take a 1-point lead into the first break. 7-6, the Dolgeville lead here in Beaver Falls over the host Beaver River Beavers. High school football on NBC Watertown. Thanks to all of you for joining us on your Friday evening. Fresh 12 minutes on the clock here. Getting ready for the second quarter. Start the second quarter. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Dolgeville with the football. Ball is right at the 40. Gomez throws out to this near side, reeled in by Moore. And Moore able to fight forward all the way down over the 45. Maybe right at the 45 is going to be the spot, but it's a 1st down for the Blue Devils nonetheless on a pass and catch. The lefty, Gomez, finds Moore. Moore, who had the big kick return right after Beaver River had taken the lead, to answer back with 6 for Dolgeville. Handed off this time.
Run to the right, handed off to number 22, Eggleston.
Eggleston on the carry. Wyatt Eggleston. Not
about 3 on the play.
a ton of yardage picked up there, but a couple of yards at least. Second down now. 7 or 8 coming up for Dolgeville. Play clock approaching 10 seconds here. Another fake handoff. This time it's kept by the quarterback, Gomez, and he might have picked up another first down. He did. And then some, a couple of yards extra as well, close to the 30. Well spotted at the 34 after the quarterback keeper by Gomez. Now 1st and 10. Dolgeville trying to add to their lead. That one handed off. And a hard-fought couple of yards for Caleb Herringshaw.
Broke several tackles, eventually brought down around the 27-yard line. Second down and 3.
Quarterback keeps it again and throws one down the near sideline, and that is incomplete. Picked off the turf. That was really close to being a terrific grab and another score for Dolgeville, but it's a long incompletion instead, as Moore tried to find Comstock. Third down now, and about 4. This one handed off. That's Moore, and he's got a first down.
He'll pick up the first down and a bunch more. Dolgeville now driving deep into Beaver River territory. Beavers looking for a stop.
Moore gets down to about the 15. Whistle before the snap as Gomez handed it off. And that play stopped before it began.
Whistle.
So the encroachment against Dolgeville.
First and 15.
And now first down and 15 coming up. Herringshaw in the backfield with the quarterback, Gomez. And it's handed off to Herringshaw. He's met immediately. Tackled for no gain. Maybe a short gain on the play, but nothing substantial
No gain there. Second
for Herringshaw. You spot him down pretty much right at the original line of scrimmage. Second down and 15. Moore on the pitch, trying to get around to the outside, gets past one. He's tripped up. Solid gain, though. 13 yards on the carry.
Bring up third down.
Jacob Moore has been a handful for this Beaver River defense. A couple of yards less than I thought initially. It's going to be about a 10-yard gain. So it brings up 3rd down and 5, and we've got a timeout called.
Facing a big 3rd down, 3rd and 5.
Beaver River
Driving to try to add to their
will
lead.
take their first timeout of the evening, trailing by 1, ahead of a big 3rd down as they look to stop the Blue Devils. 7:24 remaining in the first half. Referee's ready to break up the timeout ahead of 3rd down and 5. Dolgeville pretty much right at the 10.
Here we go, 3rd down and 5, Dolgeville. 7:24 to go in the second quarter.
Motion on 3rd and 5. It's handed off, and that's going to be short.
Did not get the first down. That is going to bring up 4th down and about.
Ball was handed off to Tegan Johnson, his first touch.
Expecting Dolgeville to lead the offense
And
on the
it's
field.
now 4th down. 7 minutes to go in the first half, and a 1-point lead for Dolgeville on 4th down here in about 4. And it looks like the offense is going to stay out there for the Blue Devils.
Here we go, 4th and 4. Beavers could use a stop.
Gomez under center. And he rolls out to his left. Gomez looks, and he is brought down. Gomez sacked on 4th down. It's a turnover on downs. 3rd turnover for Dolgeville on offense here in the first half. And Beaver River with a big defensive stop yet again. Dolgeville unable to score. And they hold on to just that 1-point lead. 7-6. The visitors with the lead. The hosts able to force another turnover, and they'll get the football here with 6.5 minutes to work with in the first half. Handed off.
And this time a little bit of room to run
That's
up the middle.
Cardinal on the carry.
Now we get a little extracurricular out in the middle of the field.
Check that. It's Walsman on the carry up the middle. Gain of about 5.
Nice run up the
2nd
middle.
down
Good
now,
for about
and
6. 2nd down and
5
4.
coming up for the Beavers. Under 6 minutes to go. They break the huddle with 18 seconds on the play clock and step to the line with 5:44 remaining in the first half. Moore, quick pass is caught. And that is a first down and then some for Linedecker on the quick slant out to the left-hand side. Good passing catch from Moore. Combination of Moore and Linedecker finding success again for Beaver River here in the first half. And another first down. Walsman in the backfield with Moore. Linedecker, one of the 2 receivers out to the left here in the shotgun. Handed off. And that's another solid gain on a carry for Logan Walsman. Gain of close to 5. 2nd down now.
Bring up 2nd and 5. Beaver River on the move.
Walsman again in the backfield with Moore. The receiver on this near side is Sawyer Devoy. A couple of guys on the far side. It's Linedecker, the main target so far this evening. Another carry up the middle for Walsman and not much doing. Brought down by Samuel Johnson for the Blue Devils and to make the stop. Same formation here for Beaver River on 2nd and about 5. Walsman again trying to spin around and picked up enough for a first. Beaver River moves the chains on the handoff up the middle for Logan Walsman. So Dolgeville was able to stop the run for pretty much the entirety of the first half. The last couple of plays, though, for Beaver River have been a bit of a different story. Walsman's had some success up the middle, and he picks up another first down. First and 10 coming up with the ball on the 48. Hand it off again.
Another inside handoff.
This time Dolgeville gets wise. Nothing doing on the play. 2nd down and 10.
I'll mark it at the 49. Gain of 1. 2nd down and 9. We go under 3 minutes to halftime.
They end up giving Walsman 1. 2nd and 9. Ball on the 49. Cardinal now in the backfield. Moore looks to pass. Throws out to the left side, and that is incomplete. Trying to find Kane Linedecker again, and Linedecker had to turn around a couple of times to even find the football. Unable to reel it in over the shoulder as it was thrown to his left side. He was expecting it over his right shoulder. Falls incomplete. 3rd down and 9 coming up. 2:33 remaining in the first half. Again, it's Cardinal in the backfield with Moore. There's motion in front of him. He's forced to throw it quick, and it's reeled in by Linedecker. Got around 1, brought down by the 2nd. Tackle made by Theo Williams, and they're going to mark Linedecker short by a yard. Now 4th down and 1 coming up for Beaver River, and the offense with 1:45 to work with is going to stay out there. They were able to force Dolgeville to go 4 and out on the goal line. And now Beaver River is going to be stopped before they can get a snap here on 4th down. Timeout called by Dolgeville. 1:29 remaining in the first half, and the Blue Devils take their first timeout. Big play coming up here for both teams right at the end of the first half. Beaver River need a yard. Dolgeville need a stop to hold on to their 1-point lead and get the football back. Beaver River trying to force the football a little bit deeper into the Dolgeville half and put some pressure on them heading into the break. Out of the timeout.
Beavers need a yard to keep the drive alive. Let's hear it.
Same formation with Devoy on the right and Linedecker on the left. Moore, quick pass out to Devoy, and he makes the catch. And a flag comes out after the play. Devoy picked up enough for a first. You got to check the flag. That came out after Devoy had made the catch. And as he was being tackled to the ground of this near side. It's a face mask against Dolgeville. Tack that on. To the end of the Devoy catch. That's a big fourth down conversion for Beaver River. They move the chains and pick up 5 additional on the penalty. 1:10 to go. A lot of movement early. And again, it's a false start against Beaver River.
False start on the offense. We'll back the Beavers up 5 yards.
1st and 15 coming up now. And the clock approaching 1 minute to go. Moore with Cardinal. 3 out to the left. He looks to the right instead. Throws and incomplete. Overthrown for Sawyer Devoy. Not the worst result there for Beaver River. The clock is stopped with 47 seconds to go after the incompletion. Whistle here. I think the clock may have started early after the incompletion. So they put 38 seconds on the clock. Just started a little bit early. Now we've got a whistle and another timeout called by Dolgeville. Second down and 15 coming up here after the timeout. Scoreboard here in the Beaver Dome has Dolgeville with none remaining after that timeout, and Beaver River with all 3. Beavers took one earlier ahead of that 3rd down and short when they eventually held Dolgeville and forced a turnover on downs inside the red zone. So Dolgeville now with 1 remaining, Beaver River with 2. Beavers with the football, 38 seconds to go in the first half. They trail by 1. Beaver River got on the board first. Linedecker from Moore. And then on the next play, the kickoff returned by Jacob Moore for Dolgeville into the end zone. The PAT was good. Here on 2nd down and long. Reeled in. And that's dangerously close to first down yardage for Beaver River by Sawyer Devoy. They're going to mark him down at the 31. So Devoy out at the 31. Beaver River takes a timeout. They should have 1 remaining now. And 30 seconds to work with. Ahead of 3rd down and about 8. Beavers were backed up again on that possession due to a false start They've had a whole host of those in this first half. Hasn't necessarily cost them to this point, but certainly something to clean up in the second half. Referees removing one of the game balls from circulation ahead of third down and about 8. Moore looks to pass, throws over the middle, and it is caught again. No, incomplete. Ball came loose. And as DeVoy had it and took a big hit while he was in the air trying to reel it in, and the ball popped free. And DeVoy off to the sideline in a little bit of discomfort. He took a shot. Looked like it was going to be a first down.
5 seconds left in the half.
And a terrific defensive play from Dolgeville. DeVoy holding that right rib area as he heads off to the sideline here on fourth down. Moore again. Rolls out to the right, throws one into the end zone, and it is triple coverage. There was an awful lot of contact there on Kane Linedecker. There was 3 guys that surrounded him, and they all kind of had a hand on the Beaver River receiver, but none of them judged to have committed pass interference. And it's a turnover on downs for Beaver River. 17 seconds to go in the first half. First down and 10 coming up for Dolgeville. After they forced Beaver River to turn it over on downs. And to see if the Blue Devils attempt to do anything other than just kneel on the football here and run the clock out in the first half and head into halftime with that 1-point lead. Gomez is going to roll out to his right. They're going to take a shot down the field. Gomez under pressure, able to get around one, but he's brought down in the backfield. Another sack for Beaver River. And now maybe Dolgeville will wisen up and just let the clock run, and they will. Time expires here on the first half of play.
And that's it. We're going to head to halftime. 7-6.
Dolgeville with a 1-point lead. Other than consecutive plays there that both resulted in scores. Fairly uneventful first half. Both teams into the end zone once. Dolgeville converted on the PAT after Beaver River had failed to convert on the 2-point try. And it's a 1-point lead for the visitors at halftime here at the Beaver Dome, Beaver Falls. High school football on Friday nights presented by the NBC Watertown Stream Team, sponsored by the Bob Johnson Auto Group. Stream Team here in Beaver River. This evening, Cody Wheeler's the technical director. James Stump, Morgan Young on the camera. My name's Connor Lalone. Halftime score, Beaver River 6, Dolgeville 7. We'll be right back here after the halftime break when the teams come out and start throwing the football around. See you in a bit. Back underway here in the Beaver Dome, Beaver Falls, New York. The Beaver River Beavers trailing by 1 as we start the second half. The opening kickoff here of the second half out of bounds. And Dolgeville will take over with a really nice field position for him here. Thanks to everybody for joining us here. High school football on a Friday night. The NBC Watertown stream team. James Stump, Morgan Young, Cody Wheeler. My name's Connor Lalone. Ron Rockwood normally joins us. He's on the public address here this evening in Beaver River, so you'll hear his voice on occasion. Handed off, and not much doing for Caleb Herringshaw.
No gain on the play, second down and 10.
Second down now and 10. And the pass is incomplete out to the right-hand side.
Off the hands of the receiver. Now 3rd and 10. River trying to force a 3 now, get the ball back to their offense.
Third down now and 10 coming up after the incompletion for the Dolgeville Blue Devils, who lead by 1. A couple of men in the eye for the quarterback, Timothy Gomez. He fakes the handoff, throws downfield, has a man, and it is incomplete.
And knocked away, incomplete.
Tried to find Theo Williams down that right-hand side.
Suddenly 4th and 10.
And really solid coverage from Beaver River. It was Mason Farney. Did just enough to throw that one off. So now 4th down and 10. Dolgeville will punt it away. Linedecker, the deep man for Beaver River. And a good start to the second half for the Beavers. Good snap. Barnes' punt is blocked. And it will roll down the field. Beaver River picks it up. Terrific heads-up play by Linedecker, and he's going to break it all the way to the house.
They return the favor with a special teams touchdown, and the Beavers go back on top 12-6. Heads-up play there by Linedecker, scooped it up as everybody stood around and watched, and he took it all the way to the house.
Kane Linedecker with a terrific play, well summarized by Ron Rockwood. Sat there, waited for everyone to kind of relax a little bit, and then scooped the ball off the turf and ran it all the way into the end zone. Beaver River, I said it was a good start to the second half. It's turned into a terrific start to the second half. They now lead, and the offense will stay out there and try to make this game a 7-point margin. Moore with Cardinal in the eye. Out to this near side is Sawyer Devoy, who took a pretty heavy shot right at the end of the first half of play. Doesn't appear too much worse for wear. Handed off to Cardinal. This time he is stopped short as well. So twice now Cardinal unable to get into the end zone on the 2-point conversion attempt. But Beaver River does take the lead. 12-7 now. Just a really heads-up play from Kane Leindecker, as he was able to scoop that one up. Got down the far sideline, broke a couple of tackles, and then was able to turn on the Jets once he had a clear line to the end zone and beat everyone there. Beavers with the lead. Moore will kick it away here. Couple of men deep for Dolgeville. One of them is Jacob Moore, who has a kick return for a score. Both teams now with a special teams touchdown. See if Moore elects to keep it away from the opposite Moore. It's going to bounce, and Jacob Moore will pick it up on the kick from Matt Moore. Moore trying to get back out to the outside. Moore, he was tripped up. Terrific tackle to stop Moore. Otherwise, he might have been home free. Camden Olmsted with a diving, sprawling tackle to trip Moore up. But he returns the ball down to the 38. And now Dolgeville trailing again. Last time they trailed for just a couple of plays, the two-point conversion attempt and then the kick. They've got 10 minutes to work with here in the third quarter. It's pitched to Moore. He breaks 3 and brought down by the 4th. Cardinal with the stop on Moore, but it's a first down for Dolgeville, and they're into the Beaver River half of the field. Ball's going to be spotted at the 47. First down and 10, ball on the 47. Motion behind Moore. And it's handed off. And forward progress stopped on Jacob Moore. Gain of 1 on the play, second down and 9. Nothing doing on the play. Second down and long coming up after the rush for Moore. Two in the backfield for Gomez. And he's going to roll out to his right, elects to keep it himself, picks up the first down. Gomez can run. Haven't seen him take to the ground too often, but that was nicely done by Timothy Gomez for another Dolgeville first down. Chunk play on the quarterback keeper. And the Blue Devils deep into the Beaver River half of the field in a hurry. About the 26-yard line. High snap handed by Gomez and then handed off. Not much on the carry for Caleb Herringshaw.
Off right tackle for gain of 3, second down and 7.
Second down now and about 8 coming up for Dolgeville. They trail by 5. Herringshaw in the backfield, motion behind Gomez as Eggleston runs out to the right, and it's handed off. Again, nothing doing Tegan Johnson on the handoff play, but he had nowhere to go. Loss of a couple, 3rd down and 8. Under 7 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Motion, Gomez. Bit of an awkward snap for him, but he was able to corral it. Tried to sneak out to that right-hand side. Less success than his last rush. And it's going to bring up 4th down and about 6. In an interesting spot for Dolgeville. They trail by 5.
Beaver River defense here with a chance to get the ball back.
And the offense looks like it's going to stay out there. It's not really a situation where you could punt. And we did see Dolgeville kick an extra point, but a little bit of a different story than a field goal. Quick pass, and it is incomplete. Beaver River with another stop. They forced Dolgeville to turn it over on downs yet again. And more importantly, keep them off the scoreboard and hold on to that 5-point lead. 12-7, 6:05 to go in the 3rd quarter. Beaver River in the lead now here from the Beaver Dome. High school football on NBC Watertown, presented by the Bob Johnson Auto Group. Been a good matchup between these two Class D heavyweights. Now Beaver River with a football back. Matt Moore, quick pass out to this near side, reeled in by Cardinal. And then he lowered the shoulder, brought down by Olmsted. Gain of about 4.
2nd down and 7.
.5:30 to go, quarter number 3. Beavers are looking at 2nd down and about 6. Cardinal's going to try to rush around to the outside, and he got maybe a yard on the carry. Yeah, a couple for Cardinal on the rush. 3rd down now. And short. Couple of yards to pick up for Beaver River here on 3rd down. Started to have a little more success here on the ground towards the end of the 1st half and into the 2nd. Handed off. That one met quickly and then unable to actually get any sort of forward momentum. Was the ball carrier. And now 4th down. And a long 2. Here comes Matt Moore to punt it away. High snap for Moore. He gets a good punt off. It's going to bounce a couple of times. And Beaver River will down it close to the 40, maybe the 39. Beaver River get the stop, but then go 3 and out. Forced to punt it away. Moore got a good one off, but it's going to be Dolgeville football. Pretty much right on the 40. One in the backfield for Gomez. He rolls out to his left. Gomez just going to keep it himself. And he's brought down a couple of guys in there on the stop for Beaver River. Mason Farney and Jack Stevens make the stop. It's a gain of about 5 for Gomez on the keeper. 2nd down and 5. Under 3.5 to go in the 3rd quarter. Jacob Moore comes out to this left-hand side. Plenty of speed. Moore handed it off instead. Caleb Herringshaw gained a couple of yards, but he's going to be short of the 1st down marker, so 3rd down now, and about 2.
Line the game's right at midfield at the 50. 3rd and 2.
Blue Devils out of the huddle, ahead of a big 3rd down with 2:33 to go in the 3rd quarter. Gomez hands it off. Moore on the carry. Yeah, based on the spot, that looks like it's going to be enough. Move the chains on the handoff to Jacob Moore. First and 10 coming up for Dolgeville here after the rush for Moore. Under 2 to play. Gomez pitched out to Moore. He tried to get around the right edge, then cuts back inside. Took a big hit there from DeVoy. Looked like Wesley Dutton in on the stop as well. Another gain of about 5 for Dolgeville. Gomez rolls out to his right. Going to take it himself, picks up the 1st down.
And that one's good for a 1st down.
Dutton again on the stop, but Beaver River unable to prevent another 1st down. 1st and 10.
1st and 10, Dolgeville.
Ball's on the 38. Under a minute to go in the 3rd quarter. 5-point lead for Beaver River. Theo Williams, the lone receiver to the left. They pitch it instead. Moore took a huge hit. Sawyer DeVoy makes the stop.
Gain of a couple. 2nd down and 8.
Looked like Riley Walsman in on the stop as well before DeVoyer laid the body. Five seconds to go in the quarter. Dolgeville did not get the playoff in time as Herringshaw was stuffed at the line. So it'll still be 2nd down after the team switch sides ahead of the 4th quarter. Beaver River with a 5-point lead over the visiting Dolgeville Blue Devils, 12-7. Teams will switch sides and get ready
the 3rd quarter. We will switch
to the 4th.
12 minutes to go. Beaver River still leading Dolgeville 12-7. Dolgeville with possession and on the move. 2nd down and 8.
So the team switched sides ahead of the fourth quarter. Fresh 12 on the clock here. Both teams with all 3 timeouts still. Beaver River with a 5-point lead. Dolgeville with a football and a 2nd and 8 coming up. Quick pass from Gomez is reeled in on the near side and then met quickly was Comstock, the receiver. Forward progress picks up about 3 yards. 3rd down and 5 coming up here. Instructions for Kane Leindecker from the Beaver River sideline. Gomez hands it off. That's Moore, and he's still well short of the first down marker, brought down after a gain of about 1. 4th down now and 4 coming up for Dolgeville. Still 10 minutes and 40 seconds to go. But a big play here for both teams. 4th down and 3, closer to 4. Coming up for Dolgeville, who trail by 5.
Hey, Beavers need a little support here. Let's hit it for the defense. 4th down.
Gomez is right under center. 2 in the backfield with him. And he elects to keep it, rolls out to his left. Gomez has got the first down. The ball came loose. Beaver River, I think, has it again. And they do. Gomez had the first down. And the football squeaked out at the last second. Beaver River falls on the football again. 3rd fumble forced by the Beavers defense, the 3rd time they recover it. That is a huge result for this Beaver River defense. They had given up the first down yardage to Timothy Gomez. Gomez gave him the football right back. Moore looking to pass now on 1st down, reeled in. And able to fight forward for about 5 was Mason Farney.
Gain of about 3, 2nd down and 7. We are now under 10 minutes to go.
Mark Farney a little bit shorter than I had initially thought. It's 2nd down, closer to 7. Leindecker all by himself out here on this near side. They hand it off. Looked like Cardinal on the carry. Correct me, that was Walsman this time up the middle. Another couple of yards, 3rd down and 4 here. And the clock continuing to run for Beaver River, 9:09 remaining. Still 20 seconds of play clock for them to use up if they want.
3rd and 4, Beavers.
Moore with Walsman in the backfield. Leindecker out to the left. Moore looks to his right instead. Throws. And it is an incomplete pass on the far sideline. Now 4th down and about 5. And Moore's going to punt this one away.
Moore will be back to punt.
Matthew Moore to punt. Timothy Gomez to return. Moore's punt bounces and rolls pretty favorably for Beaver River. And they'll down it pretty much right at the 30. Great punt from Matthew Moore. Linedecker down there to down it. 8:30 remaining.
Blue Devils, 1st and 10 from their own 30.
Dolgeville trail 12-7 here, but still 8.5 minutes to go in the game. Gomez
Right up the middle and
capped it himself, and he is
great defense there for the
stopped
Beavers.
at the line.
17. Herringshaw, absolutely nowhere to go. No gain, 2nd and 10.
Nothing doing on the play. 2nd down and still 10. And the clock continuing to run. Under 8 minutes to go. Gomez looks out to his left. He rolls that way. Quick pass is caught. Reeled in by Moore, who stiff arms one, gets past a couple, and then lowers the shoulder before stepping out of bounds. Sawyer DeVoy there makes the stop, but it's a 1st down and a pretty good chunky yardage for Dolgeville.
1st and 10. We're under 8 minutes to go.
$7:30 remaining. Dolgeville's had a couple of plays like that where they've picked up significant amounts of yardage in a hurry. This one's pitched.
Ball pitched out to the right, and he's
Moore
looked like he had a little space out there.
only picked up a couple of yards.
It's getting a little wet here late at night. We approach 7 minutes to go. No gain on the play. 2nd down and 10.
$6:45 to go. Gomez fakes the handoff, rolls out to the right. Gomez bounces off one, goes around another, and then is wrapped up on the near sideline. Stop made by Jack Stevens. Another 1st down, though, for the Blue Devils, and they continue to march down the field. Beaver River have gotten stops when they've needed them. They forced 3 turnovers already, and then had a couple of more turnover on downs as well. Need a couple of stops here. They've given up a lot of yardage in a hurry. There's still 6.5 minutes to go. Dolgeville moving into the Beaver River half of the field. Ball on the 37. Motion. Gomez is trying to pass, throws over the middle. It's a long heave, and it is batted down by Linedecker. Kane Linedecker's having himself a night. That's a terrific defensive play to bat that one down as they were trying to find the tight end, Christian Corso. Second and 10 now. Motion in front of Gomez. He hands it off this time. And able to break a couple. This is danger. This is a touchdown for Dolgeville. Jacob Moore broke one. And Beaver River did not have anybody deep to stop him. Moore with his second touchdown of the game. And Dolgeville with a 1-point lead. So the Beaver River defense couldn't hold Dolgeville forever. Good snap and hold kick, looks good, and it is on the PAT. 14-12, a 2-point lead for Dolgeville. Beaver River couldn't stop the Blue Devils forever, and the offense just didn't stay on the field long enough to give much of the defense a rest. A lot of the same guys, obviously, at this level, but Beaver River stalling on offense in the fourth quarter. And just a couple of big plays. The last one in the sequence, a rush for Jacob Moore, as he took it into the end zone for his second all-purpose touchdown. Dolgeville with the lead, and just about half of the final quarter remaining. 6:11 on the clock. Blue Devils will kick it away. Comstock will do that. And it's Linedecker and Cardinal, the deep men, for Beaver River. Good kick again. Cardinal reels it in at about the 7. Trying to get over the 20 and brought down just over the 25.
Here comes the Beaver River offense, now needing a score, trailing by 2.
They're going to mark Cardinal down right at the 25. 1st and 10 coming up for Beaver River from there. They now trail by a couple. Moore, quick pass out to the near side, reeled in. Forward progress stopped on Farney after he picked up close to 5. 2nd down now.
I will call it 5, 2nd and 5.
I thought it looked like 5. It's about what they give him. 2nd and 5 coming up for Beaver River here. Waltzman in the backfield with Moore now, as Cardinal's off to the sideline. Quick pass from Moore, reeled in. It's a 1st down for Beaver River. Sawyer DeVoy with the catch and the 1st down.
1st down Beavers at the 41-yard line.
Approaching 5 minutes to go. Ball spotted at the 41 for Beaver River.
Go under 5 minutes to go in the game.
Motion in front of Moore. It's handed off. Linedecker on the sweep, and he is in trouble. Linedecker brought down in the backfield. Beaver River tried something a little different, went with a jet sweep. And instead, Linedecker had nowhere to go as Dolgeville brought the house. Big loss on the play. It's going to be 2nd down and about 20. Waltzman again in the backfield. 4 wide for Matthew Moore. Looks out to his left, quick pass, reeled in, and able to break a couple of tackles, diving forward close to the 50 is Camden Olmstead. That spot's going to be about a yard short. Terrific play by Camden Olmstead. Picked up 8 or 9 yards after the catch for a total of about 18. Third down now, close to 3. And a whistle here, timeout called by Dolgeville. First time out of the half for either team. Ahead of third down and about 3. Terrific play there on second down and 20 by Camden Olmstead. It's cooled down a bit here. Beaver Falls, New Bremen, whatever you want to call it. It's kind of in the crossroads of a few different townships down here.
Here we go, third down and 3.
Still just a gorgeous evening for football, and it's been a terrific match. Beaver River trailing by 2. They have the football. Matthew Moore looking to pass on third down over the middle. It's caught, and now in some space, Beaver River takes the lead. Matthew Moore to Mason Farney. Beavers with 6. And it's 18-14. Beaver River with the lead again. I was going to say, gutsy decision to pass on third and short. And it paid off in spades for Beaver River. Matthew Moore with a terrific feed over the middle. And now Beaver River on for the 2-point conversion attempt. 0 for 2 so far. They've gone to Cardinal both times. This time it's Walsman in the backfield. Moore's looking to pass this, and it is incomplete. Had his man, but that's a terrific diving play to stop that pass from Caleb Herringshaw. Lead stays at 4. Dolgeville has 3 minutes, 27 seconds to try to get down the field and punch one into the end zone to take the lead back. Dolgeville's got 2 timeouts remaining. So assuming Beaver River was able to get a stop here, not guaranteed to ice the game. But they've certainly put themselves in a good position here, up by 4. 3.5 minutes to go. Moore's second passing touchdown of the evening. Matthew Moore will kick it away once they get it set up on the tee, which they do. Austin Fort setting it up. Moore, short run up. Good kick, probably his best of the night. And it's reeled in pretty much right at the 20. Trying to cut back towards the inside was Timothy Gomez, the quarterback. Done a lot of kick returning this evening. Of course, it was Jacob Moore with the kick return for a touchdown immediately after Beaver River had taken the lead. 6-0. Dolgeville then added the extra point, which made it 7-6. and the two teams have gone back and forth a couple of times since. 18-14. 3:18 is what the clock says here, remaining in the fourth quarter of play between Beaver River and Dolgeville. Class D matchup here on NBC Watertown. Handoff play. Able to break one, able to kind of shed the second before being shoved out was Jacob Moore. Moore has had a terrific evening for this Blue Devils team. He's going to be a force all season long in Class D. He's got a lot of size, and he can pick him up and put him down in a hurry. Moore got enough for a first. It's 1st and 10. Clock approaching 3 minutes to go. Ball's on the 47. Gomez fakes the handoff, and then on the second attempt, gain close to 7, but there is a flag down. Handoff play to Seeley, but it's a hold against the Blue Devils. Well, they had some time and space, and now you can see why. Holding call. Ten yards from the spot of the foul, so first down now, and about 15.
That'll back the ball up to about the 43-yard line. 1st and 15.
Gomez rolls out to his left, fakes a pass, and decides to keep it himself. He's tripped up. Almost back to the original line of scrimmage. Gain of about 3. Blue Devils trying to go quick here as the clock runs down to 2:10.
As we approach 2 minutes to go in the game.
Dolgeville breaks and steps to the line. And now a whistle.
And we got a timeout, Beaver River.
Beavers will take their first timeout. 1:53 remaining in the game. Beaver River with a 4-point lead. Fell behind, but able to answer back and go in front yet again. Timeout here with 1:53 remaining in the game. High school football on NBC Watertown presented by the Bob Johnson Auto Group. Every Friday night the rest of the season. Next week's matchup. First, in a couple of times, we'll see Indian River as they take on VVS, Vernon Verona Sherrill. The week after that, we'll be back at Indian River once again as they host Frontier League and Class A rivals Carthage in a game that we'll obviously have for you here on the NBC Watertown YouTube channel, but a game that will also be televised on WVNC. It's Channel 6 on Spectrum, 45 on Dish. Something we're really excited about. Beaver River's really excited about this potential stop. And Dolgeville is going to be held.
Just across midfield. Good gain, not enough for a first. Gonna bring up third down.
Now third down
2 yards to go.
and a couple of yards here. 4 down territory, obviously, for Dolgeville as they trail by 4. They still have 2 timeouts as well, as there's a minute and a half to go. Beaver River need a couple of stops here. Hand it off. And able to pick up the first down is Caleb Herringshaw.
With a minute and 3 to go.
Another timeout here. Second called by Dolgeville with a minute and 8. They do get a fresh set of downs here as they get down to the 38. Started to mention earlier, in a couple of weeks we'll have a game televised between Indian River and Carthage. One of two that'll air on broadcast television this season. The other in about a month's time between Lowville and General Brown from Brownville, New York. Student section here, Beaver River getting fired up as they try to will their football team onto a victory. They trail, or lead rather, by 4. Dolgeville trails by 4. First down and 10 coming up for the Blue Devils. Gomez looks to pass. He's under pressure. He just heaves one up, and that one is incomplete. Well defended by Sawyer DeVoy, who's had a terrific game as well for Beaver River. A lot of guys contributing on both sides of the ball for both teams. Beaver River pleased with the result of that play as it's an incompletion. Dolgeville pleased that it stops the clock at 52 seconds.
Second down and 10.
Second down now. Motion in front of Gomez. He hands it off. That's Moore, able to pick up about 5. He got out of bounds, which is really well done by Moore.
Going to bring up 3rd and 6. 44 seconds on the clock.
Third down now and about 6. Motion again. They fake the handoff. Gomez over the middle. It's incomplete. There's the flag for pass interference.
Both guys battling for the ball.
Well, Matthew Moore gets called for pass interference.
Pass interference against the Beavers.
On third down and long. 15 yards and a first down.
And that'll be a first down.
Now that has quieted down the Beaver River crowd to our left-hand side.
Here we go. First and 10, Dolgeville, 19-yard line, 36 seconds.
So now first down and 10 after the pass interference call. Whistle here before the snap, and Beaver River will take a timeout.
Going to get that defense set.
Matthew Moore still frustrated after being called for pass interference, I think mostly with himself. 36 seconds to go. First and 10 for Dolgeville after the timeout. Ball's pretty much right at the 20, maybe the 19 and a half. Dolgeville trailed by 4, but now into the red zone. And with a fresh set of downs to work with, threatening to do something right here at the death. One timeout remaining for either team.
Brings him to the line, first and 10.
Gomez is right under center. He turns around, fakes the handoff, rolls out to his left. He's going to keep it himself and gets out of bounds for a gain of about 9. Stops the clock at 26 seconds.
Gain
Gomez got less than it looked like. Second down, closer to 4 than 2. Like it initially had looked. Fakes the handoff again. He rolls out to the left side again, and he stepped out of bounds, but he picks up the first down. 24 seconds to go.
Inside the 10-yard line. 24 seconds to go. Ball spotted on the 7.
First and goal coming up now. Dolgeville trail by 4. How big do those 3 failed 2-point conversion attempts loom for Beaver River here? Gomez handed off. Moore goes out of bounds. Short gain. 20 seconds.
Second down, 20 seconds left.
Two men in the backfield. It's Krzyzewski and Moore in the eye. They hand it off. No. Kept. Pass is caught. Touchdown, Dolgeville. They take the lead with 14 seconds to go. Gomez to Theo Williams. And with 14 seconds remaining in the game, Dolgeville take the lead. PAT attempt here for the Blue Devils. It's another good snap and hold. That one was pulled to the left, so the PAT no good. Dolgeville's 2 or 3 on PATs. Beaver River with 14 seconds and a timeout to work with. They trail by 2. There's already been a couple of miraculous special teams plays in this game. Beaver River would love another one here. We've seen some crazy endings here before, too. A couple of years ago when we were here, Beaver River punched one into the end zone with 2 or 3 seconds remaining on the clock to win that game. We had some camera issues. It was a black screen. So you got to hear a little bit of a radio call at the end of that game. You'll have to take my word for it. It was pretty special. It's going to take something pretty special for Beaver River here as they trail by 2. Usual suspects for Beaver River, Linedecker and Cardinal deep. Comstock to kick it away. Another really good kick. Reeled in. Kane Linedecker breaks one. Linedecker tries to get to the outside. Still going, Kane Linedecker. He's going to run out of time if he's not careful. Linedecker brought down with 1 second remaining. Dolgeville's celebrating, but they've got 1 second here. Linedecker was dangerously close to running out of time. There was definitely a second remaining when Linedecker was brought down. Linedecker, I think he thought he had a chance to take that one all the way to the house. I don't think he thought for a second about stepping out of bounds. He just went. And fortunately for him, he was brought down with a second remaining on the clock. Now Beaver River, I think, is going to take their last time out. No reason not to.
Beaver River has taken their last timeout. They're going to try to set up a score from 34 yards out.
1 second to go. Beaver River with no timeouts left. And 1 play left. These two teams have gone back and forth so many times in this game. Dolgeville punch one in with 14 seconds remaining. Beaver River trying to pull off a miracle comeback after Kane Leindecker used 13 of the 14 available seconds on the kick return. Picked up some serious yardage, but they've still got a lot of work to do here. Last play of the game. Whistle. Dolgeville will take their final timeout.
Dolgeville's going to take their final timeout.
I suppose this is like ice in the kicker, except for Beaver River are not going to kick a field goal here. So Beaver River trying to avoid falling behind and losing here in the fourth quarter. Hasn't been a good start for the local teams on the NBC Watertown broadcasts. South Jeff lost a heartbreaker. Lost track of time and score. Spiked the football on 4th down, trailing by a score. Beaver River give up one with 14 seconds to go. They've got 1 second left. They've got 1 play left. What do they draw up? It's Cardinal in the backfield with Moore. And Moore. Got a good block from Cardinal. He heaves it. It is batted down, incomplete. Dolgeville win the game, and it's Jacob Moore in coverage who swats it down. Moore, easily the player of the game for Dolgeville. Couple of scores, that kick return to answer right back after Beaver River took the lead 6-0. And then he seals the victory by swatting the pass at the last second. And Dolgeville wins by 2 points, 20-18. Beaver River proved that they can hang with this team, and if they can hang with Dolgeville, they've got a chance against anybody in Class D, really in all of New York State. The difference that probably will not go mentioned by many in this game is Beaver River going 0 for 3 on the 2-point conversion attempts. That's really ultimately the difference. It's a 2-point margin of victory for the visiting Dolgeville Blue Devils over the Beaver River Beavers here in Beaver Falls. Tough early season loss for Beaver River. Lots to learn, lots to take heart in. Like I said, they prove they can hang with anybody. They do fall on the short side by just a couple of points. 20-18, the final score from Beaver Falls, New York. For the NBC Watertown Stream Team, Morgan Young, James Stump, Cody Wheeler. My name's Connor Lalone. Thanks to everybody for tuning in. Really appreciate you spending your Friday evening with us, and we hope you have a great rest of your weekend. We'll see you next weekend from Indian River. Have a good night.